U-matic.
Once there was a boy. His name was Paul. P-A-U-L. Paul. Had a mother, a father, and a dog. When he was much younger and had just learned to read, Paul read a story about a troll. He loved the story, and even though he was much older now, the idea that trolls existed persisted. The troll in the story lived underneath a bridge, and when a passerby came walking across the bridge, the troll would eat him up. The idea of being eaten by a troll was frightening. And it didn't help in the least for Paul's mother to tell him that there were no such beings as trolls anywhere on Earth. So one day, Paul decided that the only thing to do was to set out and find out once and for all about the realness of trolls. Deep in his heart, he hoped that such a being as a troll really did exist, because except for the impoliteness of eating people, he liked the whole idea of there being trolls. He didn't know why, but he did. And there was something about the sound of the word. A soft, lovely, rolling sound that pleased the boy tremendously. And so Paul left his home and his dog and his mother and father, whom he really did love, even though they never seemed to be interested in important or exciting things, and began his search for a troll. And then Paul remembered something very important about trolls. Although he searched and shouted and searched, Paul could not find a single troll. But he went on, slowly now, for he was tired, and to tell the truth, a little discouraged.
Begging your pardon, sir. A boy is standing directly in front of the limousine. Shall I wait until he removes himself, or shall I run him down?
Wait until he gets out of our way. We want no more repair bills.
Yes, sir. The boy has said hello. Shall I answer him?
By no means.
Hello?
Before you speak to us, you must secure an appointment. Is it a matter of importance?
Oh, yes, very important.
Then you may try to make an appointment.
Well, thank you, sir, but you see, I don't know how to make an appointment. I've never had to before.
All you do is tell us when you want to speak to us. Let's see. We have a minute and a half open next Thursday at 1:47 p.m. and 3 minutes on Monday the 14th. That's a week from this coming Friday at 8:32 a.m. Unless you want to wait until sometime early next month.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't wait until next week. You see, I've got to talk to you right now.
Impossible. Those are the only appointments we have open. Personally, we'd advise you to grab that Monday the 14th at 8:32. You have a full 3 minutes then. Otherwise, we're sorry.
Well, I guess I'll just have to go on looking. You see, all I wanted to ask you if you've ever come across a bridge with a troll living underneath it.
A what?
A troll, sir.
It's too bad. If only you had an appointment, you'd be able to ask us. Of course, it wouldn't do you much good, because we've never seen or heard of such a bridge anywhere. You see, we're in the bridge business. Right now, we own approximately half of all the bridges in the world, and we're busy buying up the other half. No, boy, you mustn't.
Thank you. See that the boy gets a reward. Anything he wants, mind you. Anything at all. And be sure to tell him that we love people. Especially boys.
Thank you, sir. The only thing I want...
No. Not to me. To the secretary. Always work through the secretary. See that this boy gets his... What did he say he wanted?
If you promise not to laugh?
I never laugh.
I want a troll, sir.
No. Not to me. To him. Then he tells me. And always work through the secretary. Believe me, boys who refuse to work through the secretary come to bad ends.
I'm sorry, sir. I want a troll.
Not yet, boy. We still haven't asked you. Now then, what is it you said you wanted?
I want a troll, sir. I want a troll.
Ask the boy to step into the car.
Step into the car. What is it you said you wanted, boy?
A troll, sir.
A troll?
Yes, sir.
The boy says he wants a troll, sir.
Fine. See that he's given his troll right away.
Yes, sir, but I don't believe we have a troll.
Then get one. That's what I pay you for, to get what we don't already have. Call Farthington, and Lump. Have them locate a troll and quote your price.
Yes, sir. Operator, connect me with Farthington, and Lump. Hello, J.C. Farthington? Oh, B.L. Farthington. P.K. Farthington? Well, I suppose if we have to. Why must it always be him? Hello, Lump. This is Consolidated Enterprises Company, Incorporated Limited. Yes, we're looking for a particular item, Lump. Oh, you will. Good. A troll. A troll? Yes. T-R-O-L-L. That's what we said, Lump, a troll. Well, have you looked in the market index? All right, but be quick about it.
I see that you've noticed my map.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what each of those lights represents?
A bridge?
How did you know?
He told me.
We own half the bridges in the world, and pretty soon...
We're sorry, sir. A Lump is having difficulty locating one, but we feel certain he'll be able to get his hands on one if there is any such item as a troll on the face of the earth. Now, we can depend on Lump.
Would you like to see some of my favorite bridges?
Oh, yes. Oh, I remember this one.
She's a beauty.
I remember this one, too.
This next one, boy, is my favorite. Something wrong here.
There must be a troll under one of your
Hello?
bridges.
What? Not a single one. You did. Well, we can't help feeling you've let us down, Lump. Yes, we're sorry, too. We make no promises. Our future relations with you depend upon your ability to produce. Remember, there's always Gelch, 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 and Hassenplug. Goodbye. We're sorry to have to report, sir, that Lump has not seen one on the market for at least 100 years or so, all of which forces us to conclude that there is no such thing as a troll on the face of the earth.
Quite right. The troll, whatever that was, simply proved to be of no use in the modern world. Tell the boy I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to give him something that was of no use anyhow. Tell him to ask for something else. You might suggest a bridge. We have practically cornered the bridge market and can easily spare one.
Yes. Boy, I'm sorry, we can't provide you with a troll. You wouldn't want to own something that was of no use anyhow.
Oh, but I would, sir. I don't care how useless a troll is. A troll is just what I want.
So why don't you ask for something else? A bridge, say. To own a piece of property is the most fortunate thing that can happen to any boy.
No, sir, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to own a bridge unless there's a troll living underneath it.
I'm sorry to have to interrupt you again, sir, but the boy will not take a bridge without a troll.
What's that? Won't take a bridge.
A very headstrong boy, sir. We recommend we wash our hands of him.
Quite right, quite right. A boy who shows no interest in a bridge has no promise. Tell the chauffeur to drive on. We must locate that bridge where the rainbow ends and the pot of gold is buried, if you know what I mean. Inform the boy that if he should ever change his mind and decide to make something of himself in life, he need only ask us and he shall have his bridge.
Yes. If you ever change your mind, boy, and get some sense, let us know. And we'll see that you're given a bridge to begin to make your fortune with.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank him, too. But I'm sure I wouldn't want to own a bridge unless there's a troll living underneath it.
Our frank advice to you, boy, is to get your feet on the ground and your hands on some property. Remember, keep your eyes open for any bridges we don't own, especially, well, you know the one.
Yes, sir.
Drive on.
Why don't you look where I'm going?
I'm awfully sorry, sir.
Sorry? Every fool's sorry after the damage is done. Why aren't you in school, boy?
Because today's Sunday. I only go to school during the week.
It's Sunday?
I think so.
A very poor excuse. Can't you see that if you'd been in school, you never would have knocked over my portable library?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Proved by your own admission. A foolproof argument. Oh, excuse me a minute, boy, while I write that down. Notebook, notebook. You see, I'm always bumping into people, so if I just had that argument, I'd...
Oh, excuse me, sir, but is this what you're looking for?
Oh, yes, thank you, my boy. Now, I'll just write that down. Oh, dear, I seem not to have a pencil. I know I put one in one of these pockets.
Excuse me, sir, but those are my pockets you're looking in, not yours.
Well, so they are. How did your pockets get on me?
Well, they didn't, sir. These are my pockets on me, and that's your pocket on you.
Or so it is. You're a clever boy. Pencil, pencil.
Excuse me again, sir, but is this what you're looking for?
Ah, yes, to be sure. I haven't met a boy as smart as you in many a day. Now, I'll just write that down. I've gone and forgotten it. A brilliant idea lost to mankind forever. Oh, dear me.
You said if you had been in school, you never would have knocked over my portable library. A foolproof argument.
Proof argument. Ah, bless you, my boy. I can see you have a head on your shoulders. You've a magnificent future ahead of you. And in return for the kindness you've just done me, you may ask me any question you like about anything in the world. You see, my boy, I'm the wisest man in the world. Yes. Yeah, well, these books, with all their wisdom, mine. All mine.
Are you trying to fool me?
I never fool, boy, so think hard.
I don't have to think hard at all, sir. I already know what I want to know.
Don't be hasty or foolish. Remember, just one question. That's all I can spare the time for. I'm working on a very important project.
All I want to know
You
is...
are a most fortunate boy indeed. You're not every young man I run into. That is, not every young man that runs into me. No. Not every young man I stumble over. No. What? Not every young man that stumbles over me. Oh, for goodness sakes, boy, aren't you ready with that question yet?
Yes, sir. I've been ready a long time. All I want to know is where in the world can I find a troll?
Find a troll. In the world. Where? Good question. You're a bright fellow, aren't you?
Thank you, sir.
No, don't thank me. You deserve at least part of the credit. See you.
Hey, wait! You haven't answered my question!
Oh, dear. Did I neglect to answer your question? Well, you see, my boy, I have so much on my mind that is so very important. The answer is simple. All you have to do is look in the proper classification in the proper book. Trolls, of course. And now... Oh, thank you. The proto-actinium. Let's see... what was that again, boy?
A troll, sir.
Oh, yes. A troll. Certainly. Protolamion. A troll, you say?
Yes, sir, a troll.
Prototrophic. Oh! Yes. Protopodic. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Oh, protractor. Oh, yes. Protractor.
Protractor? Why, you can't find anything about trolls by looking at a protractor. A protractor is used to measure angles. Why, everybody knows that. Why don't you look at a troll?
Under troll, of course. Well, you're a clever boy. Let's see. What did you say the first letter of troll is?
T, troll. T, R, O, L, L. Everybody knows how to spell troll.
To be sure. Oh, here it is. Troll. Oh, you see what you can do, my boy, when you know how to use your tools?
Yeah, I'm so glad. Quickly, tell me what it says.
Let's see. Troll, a mythical monster said to inhabit inland waters.
Go on.
Well, that's all.
That's all. But it didn't answer my question. I said, where on earth can I find a troll that lives underneath a bridge?
Well, the answer is as plain as your nose on my face. I mean, my face on your... No, I mean, your face on... Trolls are mythical. Yes, which means not real. And they inhabit water, which is not earth. So it must be perfectly clear, even to a silly boy like you, that trolls do not exist anywhere in the world. Can you see now why it pays to be wise? Huh? Yeah, my advice to you, boy, is forget all this mythical notions of yours. Get yourself a something that you can touch with your hands, like a portable library. Keep knowledge at your fingertips. Then you'll be moving in the right direction. It's getting cold.
What? Oh, yeah. It looks as though it might snow.
Don't be silly, boy. At this time of the year, it only snows on politicians and policemen. See ya.
Hey, wait! You forgot to answer my question!
Hello, Paul.
They were trying to...
I know.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Paul.
How do you know my name is Paul? Do you live here?
No.
Are you from around here?
No, not really. Are you?
No, I don't think so. Hey, these are mine. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you sick?
No. I'm all right. It's just that it's very quiet where I come from. Incredibly quiet compared to here.
Like a library?
Much more quiet than a library.
Oh.
I'm afraid I'm used to a very lovely silence.
Oh.
Of course, I'm quite used to most of the sounds here. Almost used to them. You really can't get away from hearing them, can you?
No, I guess not.
I really can't. I hear them all the time. Most of them ugly. Some of them nice. Children's voices. Like your voice.
My voice?
Yes. Especially yours.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You hear everything? Like right now. What do you hear?
All kinds of noises. All kinds of... The closest...
What do you mean bumping into me like that?
The closest is a voice saying...
I'm the wisest man in the world.
No, it's foolish.
Saying what?
I'm the wisest man in the world.
Saying...
Wisest man in the world.
I can't stand that anymore.
Hey, please, please.
I hear an engine. And a bell.
Tell her I like no.
And a voice.
Especially little girls.
Another voice.
Yes, sir. And remember, we like...
Please, talk to me, Paul.
Talk?
Especially
Talk.
girls.
Anything so that I don't have to hear. Anything. What do people talk about? Just say anything.
A troll, sir. I want a troll. Who lives underneath the bridge and supposedly eats people. My mother said that trolls are just imaginary. A rich man I met said there's no such thing as a troll anywhere in the world. And a wise man said there isn't and never will be such a thing as a troll. Do you know whether or another might be a troll somewhere? Anywhere?
A troll.
Troll.
I'm sorry, but I've never come across a troll. And I've been a troll. I must say I have my doubts about there being such a thing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I don't even know what a troll is. What does it look like? Like me? Like you? Like us?
I don't know.
But you do believe one exists.
Yes.
Well, then it really doesn't matter what it looks like, does it? I mean, so long as you believe.
I don't understand.
And it really doesn't matter what your other friends,
Who?
the man with the car and the man with the book.
They're not my friends. How'd you know about the man with the car and the man with the
It really
book?
doesn't matter whether they believe either, does it? Because so long
I don't
as you
understand.
believe...
I'm looking for
But
a
you
troll.
said you
I've got to
believe...
see. To know.
I see it.
You're just like the rest of them.
No.
But Joe is a terrible, terrible thing. A cold-hearted, hard-hearted, terrible thing. His greatest delight is to cause people fright. He especially enjoys simply gnawing on boys. That's a troll.
Don't cry, Troll. I breathe and I believe in you. And if you died, I'd cry.
You would?
I think so.
And do you really care that I'm unhappy?
Yes, Troll.
Oh, please, don't go on calling me Troll.
What else can I call you?
Well, if you promise not to laugh at me, I'll tell you what my name is.
I promise.
Well, it's Ofoeti. O-F-O-E-T-I. O-Fo-T.
Ofoeti.
Yes.
What a lovely sound.
Yes.
I think it's the most beautiful name I've ever heard.
So do I. I think it's... Are you really a human being?
I think so.
Your voice is much too soft. Most human beings have such ugly voices, and they make so much noise all the time.
We do?
But that's why trolls have always lived under bridges or under the water, to get away from the sound of people.
No.
Oh, you think that's bad? Why, my great-uncle, Uncle Fenrir, was killed by a goat who belonged to a human being. Would you believe it? That man's goat butted my Uncle Fenrir right off the very bridge he lived under.
I read about that. But I don't think your Uncle Fenrir was a very well-mannered troll. Ofoeti. You see, every time someone would cross over the bridge, he'd eat them up.
What? Well, what a rotten thing to say. Truly rotten. Well, there's not a word of truth in it. No troll ever ate a human being. I mean, would you? Oh, would I? Well, let me take your coat.
Thank you.
Yes. Something to eat?
No, thank you.
To drink? Perhaps a sarsaparilla?
Yes, thank you.
Ah.
So this is where you live?
Yes. It's not bad when you get used to it. I owe you a great deal, you know. You see, while most human beings have been killing off trolls for centuries, you've just saved my life.
How?
Well, you see, unless some human being lets a troll know that he believes in him at least once every 100 years, the troll will die.
No.
True. Are you sure you're not hungry?
No.
Oh. Well, it's been just 99 years, 364 days since the last human being saw me. I had just 1 day to live. If you hadn't come along, I'd surely have died. You see, it's rather touch and go for trolls.
Thank you.
Well, I was sure I'd had it, and then suddenly, there you were. And I was... Are you sure that you trust me? And like me? Oh, well, I don't know how to thank you enough. I just wanted to hug you.
I'm sorry. Please don't cry. I wouldn't hurt you for anything in the world. You see, I never knew what trolls were really like.
Well, it's not as if I don't have any friends. I mean, there are others.
I'm sure there are.
Yes, oh, that must be Socrates. He's a turtle.
A turtle?
Yes, you'll like him. He can't see, but don't say anything. It embarrasses him.
Why doesn't he wear glasses?
Don't ask. I've been expecting him for the last 14 or 15 months now. Come in, Socrates. How are you this year?
I just thought I'd...
Oh, wait a moment, Socrates. Wait a moment. He's not like the rest of them.
Well, everyone is entitled to pick his own friends, but this is ridiculous.
What?
He is one of them.
Well, I'm not so sure. He has a lovely voice, and when he hurts your feelings, he does it so beautifully and very gently without meaning to. And besides, my 100 years were almost up.
Why, it seems like just 10 years ago, or maybe 12, that I heard from Kalati.
The mermaid.
A mermaid?
That's right.
That's right.
Anyway, it was up tomorrow, and he saved me. So won't you please stay, Socrates, as a very special favor to me?
Please?
Well, believe me, Ofoeti, I wouldn't do this for anyone but you.
Thank you, Socrates. Oh, now, be careful there, Socrates. Now, why don't you come over here and sit down? Right here. There, you'll be safe there. Now, this is...
So, Paul. P-A-U-L. Paul.
Well, it's a very lovely name.
How do you do, Paul?
Is your name really Socrates?
Yes, is your name really Paul?
Yes. But why do you dislike me so much?
Well, turtles... I don't depend on your belief for my existence as he does, but we have other complaints.
What are they?
I'd rather not go into them right now.
Please tell me. Maybe there's something I can do about it.
No, I can't.
Oh, come, Socrates.
Well, it's the little things, like painting names on our backs and putting us in goldfish bowls. I hate goldfish. I've never met one with any taste or subtlety. Or like taking our shells and making those ugly frames for glasses out of them.
Are those really terrible things?
Well, have you ever been made into a frame for glasses? Now, are you ready for the topper? Take that ridiculous story about the tortoise and the hare.
Yes, I remember. The tortoise and the hare.
Precisely. All creatures, except people, hate races. We only run when we have to, or to get away from our enemies or human beings. Have you ever seen turtles or trolls or any other animals having a race?
No,
Of course you haven't, because we don't have to run. We pride ourselves in the slow dignity with which we move and on always having a specific purpose for going somewhere. And so to make up a ridiculous story about a tortoise and a hare having a race, well, it's just too ridiculous. Oh, I can't go on.
May I have a drink, please?
The usual?
Yes, and please shake, don't stir.
Well, of course.
Paul.
Yeah, you need a sarsaparilla.
Oh, thank you.
Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla, yeah.
I'm sorry, Socrates. I never realized.
Well, of course you never realized. That's exactly the trouble with all of you. You don't know how to realize.
Is it true that turtles are wise?
You doubt?
I mean, like owls.
Owls? Worse than goldfish.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, just so I can get some idea of how much a wise being really knows?
All right.
Where did trolls come from? In the very beginning. Where did they first come from?
That's a very interesting question, Socrates. I'm surprised I never thought of asking it myself.
Thank you.
Where do trolls come from?
In the very beginning.
In the very beginning.
Do you know?
You mean strictly troll-wise?
Yes, troll-wise.
Come from?
From?
Where? Oh, now, don't feel bad, Socrates.
Why must I always say the wrong thing?
You see how nice he is?
I'm sorry. So sorry. Please forgive me this moment of emotional collapse. It's just, well, not being able to answer a question asked by a human being, and a small one at that. I'll never take my head out of my shell again.
Oh, now, don't cry, please, Socrates. Oh, someone's knocking at my bridge. Excuse me, I must answer my bridge.
Believe me, I won't tell anyone. I mean anyone at all.
Kalati, come in, please. Oh, now, don't worry, Kalati. He won't hurt you. He's very lovely, and he's not at all noisy. Socrates felt the same way you do, but now he doesn't mind very much, do you, Socrates?
Well, not very much. Kalati, darling.
Kalati, you know that today was my last day. The 99th year was finished.
Oh, so soon.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes, and this boy...
Paul.
Yeah, well, he saved me. And not only does he believe, he likes me.
Well,
so long as you're sure he's not going to pull my hair.
Guaranteed. I want you to meet Kalati, the mermaid. She's the most beautiful creature in the whole world.
Stop that.
How do you do? Kalati?
K-A-L-O-T-T-E. Kalati.
Kalati.
Doesn't he have a gentle voice for a you-know-what?
Yes. I'd hardly know he was one if I weren't looking at him with my own eyes. How do you do?
Paul.
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 Are you by any chance the mermaid that lives at the end of the rainbow?
How did you know?
Oh, I read a lot. Why were you worried about my pulling your hair? Oh, please tell me.
Well, to begin with, human beings don't believe in me. Not that I need you, them, the way Ofoeti does.
Do you really live at the end of the rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
All the time?
Well, yes and no. You see, that's how I got my hair pulled.
Because you live at the end of the rainbow?
Exactly. One day... Dare I tell him?
Go on.
Well, one day, a plaid human being who was fishing near my home dipped his hands down into the water and shouted, "Gold! Gold! I found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow." Can you imagine? And then he grabbed my hair. I just dried it, remember? He grabbed my hair and he began to pull.
And then what happened?
He just stared at my hair in his hands. And he shouted in the ugliest voice you can imagine. Oh, I can't say it.
Oh.
Ofoeti.
Yes, my dear. The usual?
Yes. And stir, please. Don't shake it.
Of course.
I'm fine.
Yes. Socrates?
He grabbed your hair and...
And he held in his hands half the wealth of the world.
I know who owns the other half.
You do? Who?
Well, the rich man.
Oh, that's not possible.
I don't believe you.
Well, he owns half the bridges in the whole world, and he's going to buy all the rest of them.
Well, bridges don't mean anything, except to trolls. and tolls, but hair. Now that's something else. Ofoeti told you that Kalati's hair is worth half the wealth of the world. Well, there it is, right before your eyes. Is it beautiful or isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's the most beautiful hair I've ever seen.
Now feel it. Is it soft? Is it fine? Have you ever felt anything so precious?
No, I never have.
Now, suppose you tell us about the hair of this rich man who's supposed to have the other half of the wealth of the world.
Well...
Is it gold?
You see, no.
Is it silver?
No, it isn't silver either.
Is it as long as Kalati's? Does it hang to his ankles?
No.
To his waist?
No.
To his shoulders, then?
No.
Well, how long is it, then?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see his hair. He was wearing a hat. He might not even have any hair at all.
Bald.
I don't see what's so funny about that. And I don't think it's very polite to laugh at us just because we're human beings. And I can't help it any more than you can help being trolls and turtles and mermaids. Why, I think you're mean.
Now, there, don't cry.
No, it's not your fault you don't know anything about wealth.
Please don't cry. I have a wonderful idea, something that will make us all happy. The reason I came to see you today, Ofoeti, is that I wanted to invite you and Socrates to a party at my place at the end of the rainbow. But since Paul saved your life, why not have the party right here, right now?
Splendid idea.
Kalati, sometimes you're almost bright enough to be a turtle.
I just knew there was a troll somewhere in the world.
Not going back?
Instead, I'm going to live underneath the bridge with you forever, Ofoeti. You don't seem very glad.
Well, it's rather difficult to explain.
You see, what you don't know is that, well, Ofoeti and I, trolls and mermaids, we're not what people really call real.
We do exist, as you can see. It's just that we're not really real.
But if I were to become not really real, then couldn't I stay with you?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Please say yes, Ofoeti, please do.
What do you think, Socrates?
It wouldn't work. Not at all. You just can't decide that you're going to be not really real, my boy. Just as Ofoeti and Kalati can't decide that they're going to be really real. A being is either not real, like Ofoeti, or real, like you, my boy. Or real and not real at the same time, like me. You are what you are. You can't make yourself something else.
It must be true if Socrates says so. Don't feel bad. Please don't. Maybe you can find your way back again sometime. And besides, we're really all here together now, aren't we? Even if some of us are really real, and some of us aren't really real at the same time. Well, let's get back to the party.
When will I have to go?
Now.
But what is it?
Excuse me, please.
What do you want here?
We're ready to start, sir. Should we begin?
What are you going to do?
Please.
But I have a right to know.
No one has a right to know anything.
Don't you remember me?
Now, we're very busy here. We're going to blow up this bridge, and the countdown is set for...
I won't let you. You'll kill him.
What are you talking about?
Ofoeti, the troll.
That's right. Keep the wire coming. Troll? There's no such thing as a troll.
But there is. Under the bridge. Come with me.
What are you trying to do, make a fool of me?
No, he's there. He is. Just come with me.
You have no appointment. You don't even have a telephone. Now, there's something here that we must have.
You can't have him. He's mine.
Who?
Ofoeti.
Oh.
Oh, you must stop him. Oh, please.
Sorry, I can't. It was I who discovered that there was a pot of gold buried underneath this bridge. Therefore, this must be the end of the rainbow. It's all right here. Right?
Right.
No! The end of the rainbow's in the sea where Kaladi lives.
I was speaking metaphorically.
Don't you remember me?
I never saw you before in my life. Right?
Right. The equilibrium ratio of the ice...
Everything you told me is wrong.
Wrong?
There really are trolls. I saw one and he spoke to me.
To be 1415.
Hey, wait a minute. The rich man said I could have a bridge as a reward for saving a silver dollar. Well, I'll take this bridge. Well, give me my bridge.
We're terribly sorry to disturb you, sir, but we've run into a little problem. A boy.
A boy? That's no problem.
But, sir, this is the boy you promised a bridge as a reward for catching your silver dollar. And now he wants this bridge.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm paying you and that other fool for. It certainly isn't brains. And people say that I'm a clod because I like to play tiddlywinks with silver dollars. As a matter of fact, I don't like to play tiddlywinks. I hate the game. The only reason I play is to make people believe I'm stupid. Whereas actually I do all the thinking, and you two, who seem to have the brains, are perfect fools. Let the boy have his bridge after we're finished. I never promised him that the bridge would be in one piece, nor did I ever promise him the land underneath the bridge. Oh, Be sure to remind him that I love people, especially boys. Now, let's get going.
Oh, do you think I'm deaf? Do you think I can't hear just because I'm not listening on that telephone of yours? How awful you are. They were right about everything they said about us. And I don't believe that you love or even like people, especially boys.
Oh, but I do, when they don't get in my way.
Help! Somebody!
Idiot, get that boy off this telephone. Right. Now, start the countdown.
60, 59, 58, 57.
Shh, shh. Someone's coming. Is everything all right?
Oh, it's fine.
Good. It's really been a lovely party, Ofoeti and I.
Don't be afraid, Socrates. You needn't hurry.
Well, who said anything about hurrying? It's just that those crazy humans are about ready to...
Don't concern yourselves about them. Until the instant I depart, they cannot move.
Oh. Well, as long as we have time, as long as we have no time, I'd like to introduce you to my friends, Kalati and Socrates and Ofoeti, the troll.
So you did find one after all. You're very lucky. I've been doing a little research into trolls myself, and have discovered that trolls are not earth beings at all. Trolls come from that part of the silence that you call the constellation Ursa Major.
Great Bear?
That's right. Ofoeti and all the other Earth trolls are descended from two trolls who slid down the rainbow one day, just to see what it was like down here, and could not get back up again.
Really?
That's very interesting, sir. But when you leave and time starts moving again, the rich man is going to blow up the bridge and kill all of them, all of us.
Well, don't worry about me, my boy. I can go back to the lovely, quiet gurgle of the ocean again.
And don't worry about me, dear sweet boy. I can go back to my home in the quiet blue sea by the end of the rainbow.
Oh, well, don't be concerned about me. There's no longer any use for me here. Every 100 years it gets harder and harder to find someone like you. Paul. And now I see I never really belonged here anyway. No, I'm very tired. It's time for me to die.
No, you mustn't say that.
I'm sure your other friends will be very happy to see you again, Ofoeti.
You mean that...
You mean you can take him home?
Well, in that case...
What's the matter, Paul?
I'll never be able to see Ofoeti again.
You can come with us, if you choose to.
I can?
If you choose.
Oh, great, I'll go home and tell my mother and father and pack, and I'll get the book about the troll.
No, you can't go back. Ever.
I can't?
No, Paul, you can't. We must leave immediately. Time is pressing. You don't have to stay with us. You can stay here.
With them?
And your family, and your friends. It won't be easy. Neither choice is easy, but going back doesn't mean that you forget Ofoeti, unless you choose to, or they make you.
No, I'll never forget him, no matter what.
And I'll never forget you, Paul.
You can actually do much better than that. Whenever anyone on Earth thinks about anyone not on Earth, like Ofoeti, the one not on Earth is able to see and hear the person thinking about him. Ofoeti will be able to see and hear you, even though you won't be able to see him. You know all about that, Paul. You call it faith.
Faith?
Hurry, Paul. You must decide.
And if I go back with you, will there be anybody left on Earth to believe in Ofoeti?
I don't know. I can't hold time much longer, Paul. You must make your choice.
I can't let him die. I'll go back. And I'll think of you all the time. And please listen to me. And see me.
Three, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
U-matic.